Hello everybody, here P37 and welcome back to another deck profile. The deck of this week is Blitz. You can also know this deck as Prowess. There's a lot of versions of this deck, including Black-Red Midrange, Black-Red Lurus, Mono-Red Blitz, Grixis Blitz, all of these variants using the Prowess creatures and a lot of damage to the face and a lot of cheap damage spells. This deck is really good. Especially I chose Izzet Blitz because I think the best version of this deck is with blue, because we can take advantage of cards like Stormwing Entity that was recently printed from the core set, and it's really good. It's a flying, and it also allows us to scry and dig from our deck for better spells to continue not running out of gas. We also have Sprite Dragon from Ikoria, which is a very nice creature here. It gets bigger and bigger with any spell that we play afterwards, so this is really good. All of these variants of Izzet and all of these variants of Prowess and Blitz take advantage of this card, Mananorphose. Mananorphose basically allow us to keep the Prowess engine. It gives us an extra card and our creatures become bigger. This is, in my opinion, the best deck in Modern. So without further detail, let's move into the deck. I will show you first the main board as usual, and then the sideboard. For the creatures, we have a playset of Monastery swiftspear. Monastery swiftspear is pretty self-explanatory. It's a creature 1/2 with haste and with prowess. This card has been in mono-red builds and prowess builds since it was in standard. It's really good with 2 toughness. It's really hard to kill because we can answer with almost any spell and non-creature spell, and it automatically will go to 3, so it's really hard to kill. Even with Anger of the Gods, we can play 2 spells, as we'll see, and it will survive. So this is a playset of Monastery swiftspear. Then we have playset of Soulscar Mage. Soulscar Mage is another good addition to the deck because it has also prowess, and his second ability is really good because it can place 1/1 counter to target creature our opponent controls. If we play any source of damage, like non-combat damage or any of our spells, and the counter will stay. So this is really good, and we can kill hard cards to kill, like any indestructible creatures like Glottis, Hazoret, any other undestructible creatures that we can kill with the -/ counters on it. It also has prowess, so it's really good. Then we have triple Sprite Dragon. Sprite Dragon is nice. This is really good because it flies. It has flying and haste, and every time that we play a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+1. So a creature with haste, flying, and with it's not prowess, but with a +1/+1 counter anytime we play a non-creature spell is amazing in Modern. Then we have one of the main creatures here. Is Stormwing Entity. Stormwing Entity was one of the good additions of the recent additions with the core set M21 here to the Blitz deck. It costs 3 mana less to cast if you have played an instant or sorcery spell this turn. It also has flying, it has prowess, and one of the good things here, when it enters the battlefield, we can scry too. So we can dig our deck and we can accommodate depending on the things we're gonna draw this turn, or the things we're gonna draw to pump the spell, to cast another thing, go for game, and just put the things that we don't want at the bottom of the deck. Here we have Bedlam Reveler. Bedlam Reveler is amazing. Some people forgot about this card, but this card is really good. It costs one less to cast, depending on how many instant or sorcery cards we have in our grave. It also has prowess, and it's a 3/4. And when it enters the battlefield, we discard one hand and we draw 3 cards. So this is one of the creatures that allow us to not run out of gas. And it also has prowess, so it's really nice, and it's a 3/4. That's for the creatures. Moving to the spells, we have a playset of Mananorphose. Mananorphose is the card that makes this deck possible to exist in Modern, because it allows us to keep casting spells, because we will generate another 2 mana of any color. We can draw a card. We can cheat Blood Moon with this card because we can play it with 1 red and any other red. We can generate blue for our blue creatures and our blue spells. We can draw a card, and we can keep the prowess engine. So Mananorphose is good. Basically, this is the card that we want to cast before the cast that we actually want to cast. So we can this card, the count of spells gets back to 1+, and it allows the prowess engine a lot. Then we have triple Light of the Stage. Light of the Stage is amazing. We can have played with Spectacle Cost, that is only 1. We can play the card that we exile from our top, so it basically costs only 1. It's like another enable like Mananorphose to keep the prowess engine going. So Light of the Stage is nice. Then we have triple Opt. Opt is one of the best cantrips now in Modern. Scry 1, draw card. Basically, we are scrying, digging in our deck to find the cheap spells, to find the creatures, and enable the engine to keep going. Then we have Burst Lightning. Burst Lightning maybe is the worst card in the deck. However, it's good because it only costs 1, and we can deal 2 damage to creature or player instead. And also, if we have like this card in late game and we have enough mana, we can deal 4 damage instead with the Kicker cast. This is the Blitz engine. That is the 4 Lava Dart, double Gut Shot, and triple Mutagenic Growth. We can have a lot of plays with this combination of cards. We can protect our creatures with Good Shot, with Mutagenic Growth, because we can play it without paying any mana, so we can use our life instead. So this is our tricks. We can play to protect our creatures, to run for game, or we pump our creatures, because it is the pump plus the spell. So if we have a prowess creature, it gets pumped because of the prowess, and it also gets pumped because of the +2/+2. And here also we can play it as an instant to deal 1 damage and also get the prowess of our creatures, so we can actually protect our creatures with all of this. And Lava Dart is also good because we can play it and also play it again for the flashback cost by sacrificing a mountain. So this is the Blitz engine, and this is it's really fun to play because we can run for game, we can protect creatures, and we can have a lot of tricks under our sleeve. So this is for the Blitz engine. Then we have playset of Lightning Bolt. Pretty self-explanatory. Lightning Bolt needs to be in any mono-red or any burn deck. That's for the spell, guys. Then we are running for the lands. We have triple Scalding Tarn to search for our shock lands, Scalding Tarn to get our deck thinner, and you pretty know everything about Scalding Tarn. Bloodstained Mire, the same as this. The good thing about Scalding Tarn is that we can search from our only island in the deck.
So that's another way to avoid Blood Moon, to cheat Magus of the Moon and Blood Moon. However, basically we don't need to do that because this deck can play around Blood Moon pretty easily. Then we have a double Fiery Islet. This deck Canopy Land. We can keep going, drawing cards, and don't run out of gas. Double Steam Vents. The Shockland, the Izzet Shockland. We need to run it because we're playing blue, so that's it. Then we have the playset of Spirebluff Canal, Spirebluff Canal, Fastland, Izzet Fastland. Then we're running Triple Mountain and Wine Island. That's it for the main board, guys. Moving to the sideboard, we are running a lot of things just to overcome. Because this deck has a good matchup against almost anything, but we still need to have some tricks against all of the decks that currently are the meta. So double Aether Gust against Ponza, or against Titan, or against any red or green, also against Mirror Match is really good. Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is like the most annoying counter spell in the game. And we can play Spell Pierce very good in this deck against control, against almost anything. Then we have here this card is good. We can play it in the main board instead of Burst Lighting. However, I think we can save it for late game. It's basically draw a card and give our creatures haste and trample. So Crash Through is really good. Abrade against Chalice of the Void to get any annoying artifact out of the game. Destroy creature, so this is really good. Dismember is nice. We can take any annoying creature blocking our blocking the field. Also stop combos, kill Ursa, so double Dismember. Dragonclaw against Mirror Match, against Mono Red Blitz, against Burn. This card win games. And finally, but not least, you have Tormod's Crypt. This card is really good here because it's 0 cost, so we can just play it and keep the prowess engine going. And we can, this is against, it is a graveyard hit, so it's against any deck running Uro or any deck with graveyard advantage. So as I said, it's really good because we can play for 0 and keep the prowess engine going, and also get rid of the graveyard. So that's it for the deck, guys. Please let me know what you think, and also if you have any comments or suggestions, let me know, or if you're gonna see in a specific deck, I will try to do my best. So that's it, guys. Stay safe and see you again next time.